Well, I spelt Slimlander wrong in the title, but I'll go back and change it. It doesn't matter. It makes me look smarter. I wrote the wrong. I wrote Landier for whatever the reason. I didn't write it fast enough. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all? We have a lot of fun. 5-minute packed UFO news and space news that I have for you all to be able to listen to, which is interesting all the way from a new space advocate, Greta Thunburger. Wait till we see that. I got a good laugh with that. Japan on their way to the moon is going to take them 6 months. Whoa, the moon's pretty far, I guess. And they're going to land on the near side of the moon, facing Earth. And it's in Mare Nectaris, Cyrillus crater inside where Scioli crater is. And we're going to be able to look at some live footage and my footage to go and see where they're going to be landing on the moon. We're going to be able to see whatever we're going to see, but it's an interesting area around where Theophilus crater is. First, Darla Lama, Karen 18, Nicole S. Thank you very much. Second, Nicole S. Karen 18, Hauser. Good evening, you guys. Keeping well. Have you managed to see comment Nishimura? No, from the amateur astronomer who found a comet which passes by Earth approximately every 439 years, something like that. It's on a trajectory to go by 125 million miles, I think, by Earth. It could possibly become between the 17th and the 18th of September. You have to check maybe before. Maybe visible. Right now it's small. It's actually not small. And as a matter of fact, I don't even know the size of it yet. But again, they're surprised that the tail end is forming already. So what happens is this one is really gassy, this comet. And what's going to happen is that the closer it gets to the sun, as most of you know, you're going to see that tail, the gas in the tail is going to get brighter and brighter. And lots of debris coming in. I don't know if any of you are seeing some, but I've been seeing large pieces coming in, from the sky. Obviously the sky, because that's where I look. You go outside and look at the sky a lot, you will see a lot of things happening in the sky, guaranteed. Who else is here? I am Kai. Gotta find my glasses. Find those glasses, brother. Tattoo shop. Oh, can't chat a lot today. Right on, brother. I'll try not to make you laugh, but still listening. Yes, right on. You know how many times I've wanted to go to a tattoo shop and never have, man, all my life. It's been a long time, been a long time. Playing some Open G today. If you guys want to listen to my hobby channel on Bruce's Music, you can go and listen to the Stones playing in an interesting Open G tuning. I can't wait to see that tattoo. Elias, Keith, Oliver, how are you doing? Do you think Beetlejuice is about to blow up? I do. And in theory, it possibly most likely will. It blew up in 219, 220? Right? And listen, the whole chromosphere blew up. The whole top surface blew up. It's still adapting itself right now. It's still in peril. It could be the beginning of, a lot are saying, Keith, a supernova. I believe it's imminent or possible. And now, why is that possible? Is it because of the sun? Is it because of a natural cycle, or both? Either way, it could still be dangerous. That's for sure. So China sends up a sun into the sky, and then the temperatures start going haywire. How many suns are around Earth? Here in Montreal at 9 o'clock in the evening, weeks before or after that they launched that bloody sun in China, there was a sun-like object seen in the sky here. So just shooting that out there, even though we don't have the confirmation that the sun could be more than one sun, but listen, that there's, all these cataclysmic events that are being started that are not even real, from the pandemic to a whole bunch of things. Won't get into that too much. I guess we can't. Janine, merci. Wayne's Manfield, appreciate it. All is well, my friend. Thanks a lot. Hey, Patricia, Alex Poisson, Labrec, merci beaucoup. Salut. Ça va bien? Bonsoir, tout le monde. Je te remercie, Patricia et Alex Poisson, Labrec. Bienvenue à vous tous. Merci beaucoup d'être ici. 10 cent in the house. Sorry, I won't be able to watch right now. Getting ready for work. Have to watch later. Cheers. Just the fact you stopped by, my friend. 10 cent. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Remember the last big comment, Haley? Yes. Haley Bop in the late 90s. Yes, absolutely. And there's lots of them that have been coming by the past few years, and some of them are on trajectories of only 400 to 700 years. We're lucky to see, you know, quite a few of them, Bennu and a whole bunch of them. Wow, Metaphysical Mike, thank you very much. We're going to get into the news after, guys. Some interesting news, guys. We're going to be able to look at my footage at some clear footage we got just before the supermoon. The area where Japan's Smart Rover is going to land, they called a Slim Rover. Unfortunately, I wish it was called the Fat Rover. I wish it had a whole bunch of strobes on it so we could see it. But hey, we never know what they're going to do. And I assume there's going to be, I know it, and you know it, other people are going to be watching that area where they are. We don't know exactly how many satellites are around the moon. They say we do. You know, basically I think there's only 2. Not even sure if there's 4. Some in cislunar orbit. They're supposed to send some for the communications for the landing in 2024, which was supposed to be done in 2023. I think all these things are sent up there. You know, the British on their way to the moon by latest 2026. The space race, again, we're going to see a whole bunch of people going up there. I'm having crystal clear thoughts and images that have nothing to do with my current lifetime, and I have no idea where it's coming from. Mind-blowing. Metaphysical Mike, I love you, bro, for sharing that. Listen, I have those dreams, have had them. No, I don't have them every day. I have them a lot. Okay, I'm going to tell you something, because only people that talk like you are probably going to relate to what I'm saying, or maybe even believe me. But different scents or smells that I smell outside, whether it be even natural smell like from the woods or a fire or something, with the sound of a chainsaw. There's some things that do click me. They do make me react to an emotion, sometimes of sadness or happiness. You know, look at it the way you want. Somebody just, you know, happy when it's raining. That's me. For an amateur astronomer, a guy who studies in ufology, it's usually not the best days, the rainy days. But for me, I love the rainy days. They're relaxing. I focus on rainy days. I can make videos on rainy days. Lightning, you know, is an extra when you hear thunder. For me, it's relaxing. Like a chainsaw, and the smell of leaves burning for me is super relaxing. Speaking of leaves burning, for Pete's sakes, you mean to tell me that there's no fires in Quebec after these 3, 4, 5, 6 scorching days? We'll see what's going to happen with that. That's another odd thing. I'm Kai. Thanks again for being here. Crazy Music Space Jam in the house is Elias, who's getting tattooed, which, by the way, Thursday at 1:00 p.m. Eastern, he's going to be streaming a few surprise instruments that he bought, and not just any instrument, some unique instruments. And I'm not going to tell you which ones, because I don't know. Yep, right on tomorrow. So I was right. Thursday, 1 p.m. live stream with 3 exotic musical instruments to introduce. I wonder what he went and got. It's going to be interesting. I will be by to see it. Metaphysical Mike, thanks again, bro. Always stopping by. The contributions for stopping by the stream at the same time. For all of you. General Sorrow in the house. Hi, all. Bruce, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We'll jump in the news very soon, my friends. Radar. Hey, guys, thanks for coming to the music channel, too. Stopping by once in a while and saying hi, listening to my silly little short attempts at playing, at being a stone. Auric Vibe 1111, thanks for coming back. Greetings from Michigan. Getting ready to head home. Have a safe drive home, my friend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening in. We got some clear views of the moon, the last few videos. Check them out if you haven't had the chance to check them out. And guys, thanks again so much for taking the time to come back. Tonight is the night where I'm going to get UFOs. Members, you're going to have a special video. I filmed the moon today as it was setting, but a grasshopper jumped onto my balcony, hid in some shade. I went and got a branch. He went onto the branch, climbed to the top, and I spent the afternoon spraying him with a bottle, making a video with some womp womp sexy music as I'm spraying him in slow motion with the bottle. And you see the grasshopper going like, I'm not kidding, guys. I'm very serious. I attempted to make it drink out of a water container, and it did. Went up to the water container. It's my new pet. Just like a dog. tail wagging and all. Okay, the tail wasn't wagging. And yeah, so he's right here. Want to see him? No, I don't have him in the house. I'm serious about the video. It was hilarious. I had some a little bit of salad that a neighbor gave me, and some kale salad and some savage salad I call. And I sprayed it with the spray bottle. The grasshopper went down the bottom of the stem where I put the branch and was eating. Spent all afternoon on the stick just getting sprayed. It was hot, scorching for the insects. Why am I talking about grasshoppers? Guys, I haven't seen grasshoppers in 6, 7, 8 years here. Not a one. And it's the first time this summer that I've seen some. Maybe last year I can say I saw one that was very small. This one was really big. Fisherman story, not that big, but it was really big. So I was happy for that. Hey, someone became a member. Riley, thank you so much. Thanks for becoming a member, my friend. And thanks to some of you who become members, go on and off, various months. I love you for it so much. I appreciate it. I can get a good laugh with the news, some interesting news in 5 minutes. Try to cram in as much as we can. We're going to see Japan's landing site, Smart Rover, Slim Rover, that's going to land on the near side of the moon. How interesting. We have Canada Sky Project, Sky Canada Project, more or less, which is now, after more than 30 years, Canada going to be involved with UAPs and UFOs. They were already involved. Obviously, everyone is. They're just not telling us about it. Wizard Moon 13, thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Waiting for the next big solar flare to hit Earth. We are due for a big one. Absolutely. And again, last night, this morning, yesterday morning, there's some radiation that hit from a coronal mass ejection. We have not seen any activity facing Earth from the sun since July 29th, 2023, where a massive solar storm caused a coronal mass ejection to send radiation to Earth. And if you've noticed yesterday, the day before yesterday, if you had any problems with your connection on YouTube, noticing that your uploading time takes you maybe 6, 7 times longer, I experienced that problem. We have a satellite Aeolus that did crash that was seen over Antarctica. We're going to take a look at the telemetry of that crashing at the same time. Bronx made it in the house. The NGA will be watching. You be sure. Right on. Definitely. Who else is in the house? We have Diana Boss. Callie in the house. Thank you so much, Diana Boss. Appreciate it. The needle weight for your hand. Yeah, boy. He's getting some ink on him. He's dirting himself up there. Thanks again, Riley. Thanks to all who are here, taking the time to listen to the streams. Really helps this channel. If you want to subscribe, it will help the channel because notice we're sort of stalled. We have a little up and down by hundreds of subscribers. We've been in the same area since February. We have an upcoming interview with Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003 channel. At the same time, he's streaming on Rumble. He's getting well-known, lots of people in this community. If you don't know him, you will be seeing it the 12th this week. Actually, tonight, I will be sharing the link in the community. And thanks for commenting on the videos. I'm going to be answering a lot more of those also today. Absolutely happy Wednesday to you all. Wait till you see the news. Dave's not here, man, bro. They can't keep you down for long, Bruce. Fuck the power that may be. Thank you very much. I had no choice but to repeat that because it's exactly how I feel. I will not comply. That's for sure. See Biden with his diaper in his face again. Gary Elrod. Hey, man, thanks a lot. Right on, Dave. Agree. DJ Kenny. Rec, how are you? God bless from Long Island, New York. Very beautiful Long Island, New York. Thank you, as always. When it started out here, DJ Kenny Rec, the channel, it's all people from New York. We're the first people here from the States. Obviously, YouTube's American, but still, that's how Brucey's all really started. American people, amongst other countries, but they really started because, Americans are awake when it comes to UFOs and the powers that may be what they're doing. Also, a lot of people are very familiar with that. Rah in the house. Haven't been in So long. Glad I've seen you first. Thank you very much, my friend, for being here. Riley, you're going to see a definite crazy grasshopper. I presented him a large container with water in it, and he stuck his two paws. I say paws because it's like my dog, into the container and started drinking in the container and turning his head and like sort of washing himself. And I swear to you, as I was filming it, I was talking to it, and it was going like this with his little hand up in the air. The grasshoppers were talking to me. Dr. Doolittle. It was a hell of a funny video, guys. I want to put that up. Thanks a lot. I am Kai, back in the house. You should sell some of your pictures to the viewers. What time tonight will UFO chat be? It's right now, my friend. Come on down. We're always talking about UFOs. Absolutely. It's what they're holding back in the news, Keith. That's what they're doing, holding back in the news. Each link on all of my videos, except for the live stream, I have my Pictogram link. If you want to go see, I took a picture of the base and sinus iridium. You can have it as little as a poster if you want on your wall, or you can go for free just to check out the pictures there. I put a few moon images up, not much, because of course I only sold 2 posters in 6 years, 5 years, not going to exaggerate. But again, all these things help, sales would help for sure. But in reality, you guys coming back to the channel really does help the viewership. Really appreciate it. Not in past tense, but in present tense. Lots going on. People are having problems with their own families and stuff. So I'm really lucky to still have a viewership and still have people coming by and have some amazing members. Danny, never. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Afternoon to you, Danny. Oh, I believe it, Nicole S. Plenty of grasshoppers. Good. I'm happy to see that they're still around. Here at one point, I don't know if you heard, in Quebec, they sprayed some pesticides. It killed off a whole bunch, like hundreds, if not thousands, I think thousands of bees. And I noticed at the same time, I've not had a mosquito here in 3 years, maybe even possibly 4 years now, which in general, I'm happy for that, but it's really not normal. Something happened around here, that's for sure. Here in Long Island, for some odd reason, my entire yard is infested with huge crickets. That is weird. Well, I guess they're out more this year. Maybe it's because of the heat. That could very well be. The heat is bringing some of them back. Some of them are thriving. I mean, September today, the 6th, and the leaves are changing here. And I was outside this afternoon and just, for a fat guy, skimpy shorts. Imagine a G-string, right? No, but it was hot. Scorching hot. But it's rare that you go out and it's that hot. And now, never mind Indian summer. This is not Indian summer. This is beyond Indian summer. In the mid of September, we're supposed to see a bit more of the changes, but it's going to take a long time. Last year, we waited till the 12th of December, I think, or the 18th, if I'm not mistaken, of December. I'll have to check for the first snowfall. I'm assuming more and more over the years, we're going to see that advance and back itself up as we're seeing the shift happening also on Earth. So notice how the UK, my country, hasn't been involved, UAPs or moon landings. Absolutely right. It's all hidden, right? Because you can be sure they are. Well, get ready. They are going to the moon for the Artemis program for 2026 at the latest. So at least they will be involved. And I'm really happy for it, even though we know there can be a lot of suppression. We're going to get some points of views from a lot of different countries. And again, it's not all countries that are supposedly hiding the truth. We have yet to see that. Trudeau, dipshit. I can't wait to see what he's going to have to say. Over 30 objects, or approximately 30 objects, that were downed over Yukon when they mentioned there was only one. Remember that? The truth is coming out there. The birds are having a great time chasing them. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, for sure. Yes, it's coming, Riley. Internet apocalypse too. Hey, Ludwig. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir à toi. Everyone see the super blue moon the other day? I missed it, but hours before I was able to get some really, really cool footage. It is hot here, guys. 89 degrees in the house right now. Thank you so much, Darla. On Fridays, for those that don't know, we stream at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern, and we talk about what's in the news. That's what we're going to see right now. But again, yes, let's go, Brandon. Unreal, eh? Starting to push the mask around, his diaper around again. Unreal. They all frigged off, right? Dictator Nancy Pelosi, and her boyfriend in his underwear with a hammer and his boyfriend. Don't hear about them anymore. They were ridiculed enough. They went off. Hunter Biden. I mean, talk about corruption and everything going on. I don't know if you've all seen the images of Hunter Biden that are circulating over the years on the internet. Pretty bad. I would not want those images to be coming out. Normandie, Ludwig, merci beaucoup. Normandy in the house. I appreciate that. Biden will forget the diaper on his face by tomorrow. As a matter of fact, he already did by today, and he even got caught saying, don't tell him I didn't have it on in the back. He doesn't wear it, doesn't give a crap. He does it it's a stunt for television and news media. Are you all like me? I'm dying to see how stupid people are going to be. Honestly, I'm really dying to see if people are going to go back into the frenzy. Simon, thanks a lot, brother. Simon, merci. From Sir Still Sir, thank you very much. That's the address to send the UFO memorabilia, UFO parts, UFO body parts, as long as they're sealed and dried. Airtight bags. Hey, Tony Moss, thank you very much. Thanks, Tony. Hola. Muchas gracias por venir mi canal de investigación. Bienvenido. Is it me, or has this summer been the worst and quickest yet? Up and down temperatures, scorching weather, cold weather, actually, really cold. And yes, it did go by fast. Not allowed to make fires because of the bloody wildfires, that happened and everything. So absolutely. Scott Lee in the house. Thanks a lot, man. What time is the moon landing? Hey, that's the thing. It's going to take 6 months for it to go. It took off slim on a 2A rocket, if I'm not mistaken. It took off on August 15th, August 18th. It's going to be 6 months before it lands, but it is going to land on the near side. We're going to go see the exact area in live close-up 14-inch telescope footage. But my radiation detector has almost doubled in total dose since mid-July. I'm going to get some of those myself. I see a 2-3 point increase daily. We're getting baked. That's exactly what's happening. Right you are, Gary Elrod. The atmosphere is being cooked, right? So whether it be China's sun, whether it be China, who, by the way, is heating up the stratosphere, they just say that they wanted better communications, by the way. That's their excuse. So Jules of Southern Oregon, thank you. Oregon, thank you very much for being here. Right on, man. Me, the humidity is bogging me down. 38 hit here today, super hot. 40 here with the Humidex. It's about 30, 35, I guess. I don't know how hot it is. It is hot. 89 degrees in the house. 89 now, so it's going up. Went out of town of Edmonton and Drayton Valley and Dam. There were at least hundreds of them bouncing around. Me too. It has been years that I didn't see some grasshopper. Thanks, Danny, for sharing that. Yeah, it's been ages. I haven't seen him around here. Hey, Pat Cossar in the house. My friend who weeks ago was 36 pounds lighter, which is awesome. I'm under 214, by the way, everyone. I've yet to weigh myself, probably close to the 210 mark, maybe even a bit less than that. So I'm really happy for that. Very happy for that. Norma C. Thank you, Norma, for being here. Winter's coming. We better not go back to the old COVID ways. I hope not, right? I agree with you, man. Will not comply. Saturday night, I saw a fleet of satellite in the sky in Jersey camping, about 30 in a row, I think was a satellite. You know it. If you see 30, usually it was. In the sky in Jersey's camping. When was that? Saturday night. I think so. Yeah. Obviously, Elon Musk did launch some satellites. As a matter of fact, there's some satellites. One of the satellites is going to come back into the atmosphere. Pat, hope you're enjoying that camping, brother. This is just beautiful weather. Tom, thanks for being here, brother. Whoa, Pat, thank you. Man, thank you so much, bro. God bless. Yes, they are killing us with bloody chemtrails and aluminum oxide and cobalts, and they're putting in there nickel and heavy intertwining in the sky. Contrails, my ass. It's not contrails. Wow, Pat, thank you so much for the extra help, man. Hello to all. Let's go, Brandon. Yes. Tall trees and short ropes for the tyrants and commies. Hey, I'm right there with you, man. Like literally bring back public hangings like back in the days and get these asses up in public. Leave them rot there. I know as evil as it sounds, I sincerely mean that. Agent 00 M and Matt. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, we want to see some crazy instruments. We always get there, both English and French people. Head over to Crazy Music Space Jam, Elias Valhatla's channel. We have a lot of fun. We'll give them some love tomorrow at 1 p.m. I got excited thinking it was today. Hey, so did I for the landing, man. It said it. Japan gonna land. And I saw 2 hours ago it was posted, if I'm not mistaken, on space.com. And, I'm jumping around with the news. You got to take it with a grain of salt. I don't necessarily say what they theorize about and say that's going to happen, but news is news. When they say Japan's going to the moon, Japan's going to the moon. So I'll share that. They often have their own opinion. Absolutely, Jules. Agreed. We're going to get into the news here now, guys. Hey, thanks a lot, brother. The weight loss, it feels great. I'm back. This is day 48. Sorry about that. No, not true. Day 2, again, of the fasting. I'm really doing good on the fasting. Really good. Staying away from the bad foods. Right on, Mr. Dwayne White. Hope family's doing well. The Whites, thank you very much. No, absolutely, guys. Jules, same thing. Will not comply. Damn right. Thanks for the sound. Sorry about that. That can happen. Using the 3-day egg test as recovery from weights, and I already can't help my arm past the 45 degree, or they go to sleep. Yeah, I hear you, man. I do the same, actually. Brucey, killing the lives. Yeah, Johnny 5, thank you. Let's get into it, guys. It is scorching hot here. You'll see me. I'm going to start to glow at one point, but I will stick around as long as I can. It is honestly hot, something crazy, and I wouldn't change anything else. I really appreciate you all being here. So we're going to share the screen, and we're going to quite simply start a 5-minute news video that is very interesting of up-to-date stuff that's happening both in space and UFO news at the same time. The new project, this is just fresh out in the news, so I thought that was very interesting, and I said, hey, why not share that with my community? I'll get my friend Johnny down. There you go, my brother. Thanks a lot for being here, man. Thank you for being here, man. Oh, Bruce, stop being an ass. Let's start the stream. There's no audio, but I'm going to be doing the talking at the same time. A few interesting things that I thought was pretty cool that I wanted to share with you all. Here's our last look at Europe's Alias satellite falling to its fiery death. ESA's wind measuring Alias satellite was spotted before its flaming demise over Antarctica. So honestly, not too impressive. You just saw what it is. Slim. Japan gearing up to launch a small moon lander next month. Slim is scheduled to lift off on August 25th. So yes, it has, and this was published on July 28th, but I want you to know it's on the way, and we're going to go see the landing area together once this advances, so we can change the image. So let's do this. So hopefully you'll be able to see the arrow, unless you're on a phone here. There's the arrow in the black there. This is Mare fecunditatis right here. This is Mare nectaris under Mare imbrium, where the Apollo 11 on top landed. Theophilus crater. Here's Matter crater, where the L-shaped line is. Rose here. And all this section is where they're going to be landing. Approximately, I'm giving you a wide variety of area. Theophilus, Caterina, and inside of Cyrillus crater, there is Scioli. Scioli crater, and that is where the Smart Rover for Japan is supposed to land. I'm just going to bring down the exposure here to give you a better view of the surface. So you can see this outer ring here does not look like a crater. Ridiculous here. This is where the UFOs are coming out, by the way, where I showed you all. They're literally landing right there. They're in the right area where there's a lot of activity. They're interested with the ray system because they call them rays. I call them roads. What do you want to do? Ready for the joke? Stand up, space, Greta. Greta, seeking an impassioned advocate for space sustainability, throwing around autistic Greta Thunberg, who, is hilarious, taking images. Hold on, I'm not done. She takes images, Greta Thunberg, okay, of her protesting in Sweden or wherever she's from, Netherlands, I'm not sure. And they show her being this incredible, advocate for climate change, where she apparently blew away the minds. Listen, with all due respect, I'm not like putting down a young kid. She started off at 15 years old, Greta Thunberg, started talking on the freaking World Economic Forum, talking to adults. How dare you, right? With the scene and actress. Parents are actors, by the way. Mother's a ballerina, did some research. Father is a cinematographer, by the way. Elites, high-class elites. She has pictures taken of her smiling, getting taken away by authorities in her, country where she's born. And it's, a real joke. We see that happening a lot. So poor her. They're using her, right? Sky Canada Project. You're going to be hearing about that in the news. It's just freshly out. Canadian dishonorable Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was provided a classified memo on the subject, unidentified UAPs. In February, CTV News has learned, be careful, obtained through a Freedom of Information request, the heavily redacted document offers a glimpse into how the Canadian government responded to the unidentified object that was detected and shot down. I want to pause it here. Shot down over northern Canada's Yukon territory, which was, if you remember well, February 11th of this year, 2023. According to the secret memo, the Yukon object was the 23rd so-called UAP tracked over North America in the first few weeks of 2023. NORAD numbers objects on a sequential basis per year to track every detected object that is blah, 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 not immediately identified upon cross-examination, blah, 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 blah. You got to take it with a grain of salt, all this writing that's here, but just shooting it out there that for the first time in over 30 years, we have Canada, who's going to talk about UFOs and UAPs, which I'm totally surprised about it. If we advance here, moving right along, to go to the Government of Canada website, le gouvernement du Canada, site web, science.gc.ca. There's some sites here. This is actually whatever site. Anyways, Government of Canada. Sky Canada Project. Disclaimer. Get this. This is very funny. It reminds me of when they put up the contrail message under a video when somebody puts up a chemtrail message. It should be noted that the Sky Canada Project is not intended to access and collect firsthand data like photos, testimonies, etc., nor is it intended to make the OCSA the main point of contact for Canadians wishing to report observations or personal experiences. Furthermore, it is not meant to prove or disprove the existence of extraterrestrial life or extraterrestrial visitors. About the project. The Sky Canada Project was launched in the fall of 2022 to study how unidentified aerial phenomena UAP reports from the public are managed in Canada to recommend improvements. Right. The Office of the Chief Science Advisor, which is the OCSA, will focus on the Canadian process for capturing and treating UAP observations. Right. Okay. So what is this going to bring? Our talk about what's going on in the US? Are they going to talk strictly only about what Canadian UAP sightings are going to be related to? So you think US was secretive? Wait till you see what how secretive they are with this. So that should be really funny. The Sky Canada Project supports citizen science and aims to facilitate the collection of observations documenting rare natural phenomena. It aims to optimize the consolidation of all UAP observations in a very transparent manner and to find competent experts, I wish, who can offer insightful explanations. Wishful thinking, eh? Use of documented observations as a way to contribute to surveillance activities on Canadian territory towards the prevention of undetected intrusions. So it's part of its ongoing effort to curb disinformation. And I stop there because now they're going to get into the, disinformation. If they could only talk about facts and stop talking about disinformation like they always try to do. Here's a good one. Uri Geller unveils photo of naked alien. I will show you where it's from. It's from the Jerusalem Post, but it was posted September 6th. I'm not saying that I agree with everything that's being shown here, but honestly, it literally looks like my fake kazoo. And honestly, I'm just not surprised that they do look like the real images of the Ebens we've seen. The fact that this alien is in a basement, okay, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm telling you, it's hilarious. All that's missing is a Budweiser beer in its alien's hand. I say Budweiser to cause even more controversy around the image. So Israeli mentalist Yuri, like I say, no matter who he is, Uri Geller, he's in the news anyways, has caused a stir by posting a picture of a naked alien in a Mexico basement. So don't forget, this is published September 6th, 2023. It was updated September 6th, 2023 at 13:59. So let's take a look at the image. And you're literally going to say, dude, but seriously, let's take a look at it. My dear friends, I received this image from my friend Whitley Strieber, Communion, the Hunger, Wolfer, and Alien Abduction. Whitley said that this image is probably real. It is also one of the beings that he sees and have seen and been with. He thinks it is real because whatever. And there, the other part of him, little funny little legs there. You can see him right there. I was trying to look at, well, yeah, he's actually, damn, looks like a real bend there in the arm. Mine does bend, but I could almost break my doll. Yeah, it creeps me out calling it a doll. Bruce has a doll. What the fuck? It's, yeah. Kazoo. So yeah, guys, I wanted to share that with you all. A little bit of news. I thought that was interesting. And here, again, Uri Geller. Friends, can this photo be debunked? Let me know what you all think, please. Like I said, honestly, guys, the beautiful part is that a real image of an alien can never be debunked. You could only talk about how the shadowing looks real or how it looks impressive. But in this day and age, with everything, Lucas move films and whatever, Star Wars and everything that they can do with little, toy figurines, an image is nothing that can be proven. The same way I find the UFOs in images cannot change anything unless, of course, you're literally getting an image of a craft. And I understand that sometimes there's no other way of sharing something. It happens that the only way of sharing something is with an image, right? Speaking of crickets, again, thanks, Johnny 5. I used to see grasshoppers everywhere as a child, but now it's rare that I see even one. Scott Lee, I'm telling you, man, same here. So I've been seeing them a lot actually this summer. So I was like really happy. Evelyn Saba is here. Thank you very much. BSA family, wishing you all well. My heart to yours. We love you, Evelyn. Thank you so much. His Highness is in the house. Man, damn, listen, you made me laugh with the comments as always, but especially the comment about Keith Richards and about I was having some fun with the replies. Thanks for sending me some good energy today, man. Danny Flinker, thanks for being here. Not at all. If some forms of life can create eternal life, time in the universe has no meaning. Thank you very much for sharing that. Deep. Appreciate that. Anika in the house. Hello. Thank you. Dwayne, thanks for letting me know that. I didn't know anything about her. And of course, some of these people that have encounters or that interview abductees and whatnot often, write their own books. Speaking of static electricity, sorry about that. Mr. X, indeed, thanks a lot. So the alien said that if I keep losing weight, I might be able to go for a little ride in one of their bigger crafts. Word for word, like Kazoo said, there's just no way right now. I'll show you all Kazoo the next stream for those of you who haven't seen him. Aliens, Rock of God says, of course, Rock of God. Aliens equal fallen angels. There's near 200 of them. Satan is their leader. Thanks, especially over the years, for every one of you sharing your opinions here. They're always welcome. I show a lot of stuff on the moon. I know a lot of people, even some people very close to me, that actually believe that. So we have a great variety of different opinions here, but it's cool. We can still all get along and enjoy these videos. Thanks for leaving your opinion, Rock of God. Love the name. Rose, thanks for being here. General Sorrel says, that looks more like a drawing. Which one was that? That would be, that's at 5:38. That means, well, yes, it was a drawing at the beginning, but the alien was not a drawing. And the aliens, the Ebens, what's his name? Showed them. Stephen Greer showed the Ebens 39 inches. Imagine they killed Jesus. Some of you might believe that. So if they did, they're going to kill him again. And if people start showing images of aliens, most of the people are just going to say that's fake bullshit. And again, an image is hard to prove anything. But honestly, it'll be even harder proving with an alien image. I have a hard time seeing an alien sitting at an office, but in reality, how the hell else are we going to see them? It is going to be an alien, probably sitting there with his big cutie eyes, smiling away, no genitals, whole bunch of overwhelming things that we have to wrap our minds around. Well, so be it. I think that they have to themselves wrap their minds around us. They're so short, they're at our genital levels. Imagine how stressed out they are seeing us walking around with certain things. You got to laugh. It's one hell of a story. UFO suppression. They're not going to be able to suppress this. They're going to have to talk about all this. Representative Tim Burchett, congressman, representative for Tennessee, the United States of America, is doing everything in his power, along with Paulina Luna. And you know who she is, in charge of the recent briefing we had on July 26th. Also, I believe maybe she comes from the moon. Seeing her family name is Luna. How interesting is that? That's like, Neil Armstrong, his name backwards is alien. This is totally stupid. It's like they're almost literally laughing at us. A lot of patterns in nature, natural patterns that happen, even in words, in mathematics. It's always intrigued me. Indeed, proof of the moon cities and SF actions. Absolutely, Oliver Klein. Got my new phone. Awesome. But still, I'm late. Evelyn, congratulations on your new phone. I got the hiccups now. Thanks again, Rose, for being here. Mark of the Beast started December 2020 by mysteriously Babylon. They deceived the world with pharmakia. They will try and force the mark summer 2024. We are in tribulation period. Definitely a period where, whether you're religious or not, I think people can say that there is evil present, and it's forcing the good to come out. And it's going to be an enjoyable shit show. That's what I say. The 80s, I saw a lot of grasshoppers. Same here, Danny Flinker. Exactly. Literally, you used to go in a field, Danny. You used to stomp your feet, and every time you stomped your feet, the grasshoppers would fly up completely fly up all over the place. It was nuts. Not anymore, not as much. Some places, yes, but not anymore. As always, Evelyn Saba, always wonderful to hear from you. I love you, my dear friend. How is the weather? How is everyone doing on the island of New Zealand? Hope your family is doing well. Hope your garden was okay this year. Evelyn, I have a neighbor that didn't even have any cucumbers or tomatoes in his garden. My lilacs burnt before they even bloomed. I had one hell of a carry or birth of my cherry plums. I was just blown away from that. Benny Jett from Drummondville, thank you very much. Drummondville in the house. Promise. Right after this, I'm going to start it and make it. It'll be quick enough to be able to post it, Rose. Listen, I don't know about you guys. It's just an extra enjoyable video. It's not space related, but don't worry. Everything revolves about space related videos here. But I love nature, and I do consider you my family, and I'm going to show you some cool videos. I love nature videos. I love macro. I love getting in really close. You know, I thought it was just cool to see a grasshopper in 40-degree weather being able to drink out of a friggin' plastic container while I was holding it in my hands. It's not the grasshopper. The grasshopper's on the stick, and I went right up to it, you know. Funny. I set up a karaoke corner for it and everything. We spent the afternoon together. Wait till you see the video, guys. I'm not joking in any friggin' way, except for the karaoke, of course. Dark Energy, love the name. It exists. They found, again, more and more about the dark energy. They're scaring the hell out of me with the research they're doing on the dark energy. They're doing more and more. So, Rose, I will post that. Dark energy, thanks a lot. All I can say for sure is first contact is already gone. So, yep, I agree with that one. Perfectly among people here on Earth. Right. We're screwed either way. Right. Exactly. So again, did I even show it? Yeah, they say that the aliens are here to stop the nuclear. They're dismantling satellites, guys. They're dismantling the nuclear power plants, and the government's not telling us. And obviously, they don't want to mention it, so Russia won't know. But you watch. They're going to stop the elites' power. The elites won't be able to do absolutely anything. Geez, I got long fingers now. Yep, the last hour. Darla, you're a mind reader. I was getting ready to message you. Hi, law. If you profess by mouth Jesus is Lord and believe God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Yep, I read that once in 86. That was the end for me. No longer needed to repeat the same things over and over again. Hey, Nato McNato. It's a tad hot out here. Nice to hear, see you, Bruce and Mods. Thank you so much. Why don't you all head over to my music channel and check out my little video I did, about the Rolling Stones. Yeah, guys, Open G. I love it. Open G tuning. Elias has a whole bunch of videos. Crazy Music Space Jam. You will see that tomorrow. I'll post it also, his link in the community, where you guys will be able to click on it. A lot of you guys and gals from here went over to Elias's channel, to Crazy Music Space Jam's channel, and connected with him. We have a lot of fun when we're there, but we're not enough people. We should be a lot more than that. Give Alias even more of a hard time to get back to everyone. And lots of cool videos there. Norma C says, so they're getting rid of grasshoppers by inundating us with mosquitoes. Yep. Killing off other species by other species. Norma C, it's never hot. I looked into the facts of how many new species are created every year around the world and in North America, around the world, and how many die off. It is thousands of insects and birds, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. All that was missing in the video was for me to put a leash on the grasshopper and to bring him over for a hop in the park. I'm telling you, this a grasshopper was very, very spoiled. Right on, Pat. We the people run the world, not the elites. And never have the people ever lost, no matter how far back you look in time. We will resist. It's the bullshit with the masks and mandates and stuff, and it's just not going to happen. People are not going to allow it to happen, and people are going to stand up. Wait till the kids get mad. Wait till the kids in schools. You think the parents have problems with telling their kids what to do, the proper thing? Wait till the government tells them to put their pants a certain way and put certain shirts on and to put their hats aside. You're going to see what's going to happen. Nothing the elites are going to be able to do. But again, the fact that there's an interagency battle on the inside, I'm ecstatic about it. The UFO truth is coming out, guys. There's a whole bunch of even generals that want to bring the truth out. They're not all rat asses. They can't be. Maybe just most of them. Problems breathing today, y'all? Oof. Ruth Kelly, thanks for being here. Yes, we are, Ruth. Absolutely. Everyone in the universe are aliens. And all the Bibles that are chucked and thrown on every bloody planet in this, with an atmosphere in the entire universe and dimensions around it, we're all created by a god or gods. I mean, quite simply, we are all alien to each other. And careful, because a lot of people say that the aliens are a lot more similar to us than we think. Smaller ears, maybe, look a little bum retarded because their eyes are close together. Imagine having two little eyes here in the corner of your nose, how it would be totally funny different. But in reality, not very hard by putting sunglasses on to hide bigger eyes or whatever. Masks. We see Biden walking around with his mask, which is totally creepy, eerie. I don't know why. No person, no matter how elder he or she is, has that loose skin in the back of the neck there. Those of you who haven't seen that video of him with literally a mask on his face. I'm not kidding. I swear to you, I confirmed that was a literal mask. That's crazy psychotic. Karen Fitzpatrick, how are you doing? Wow, it's hot. Puppet science fiction series where all planets they visited had air. No helmet needed. Life is how I believe they walk on the moon, Oliver Klein. But that then changed over movies over time. You're right about that. Probably wanted to hide it, right? Bruce says, Evelyn, I've been reading there are more planets out there. Absolutely. Some beautiful news that we could possibly live on in some way. Do you think that's a possibility? Absolutely. They found some exoplanets, some super Earths far bigger than us, lush vegetation. They're not talking about the animals and organic life. You could be sure there's probably some. Could be as much as even beings that are up there. And listen, they're probably less savage than we think, people on the planets. And it just so happens, I believe, for one, that people on other planets, it's something to expect that they would expect, like we would expect other people to be flying certain probes or satellites or different devices like spacecraft, by Earth. We're just in the beginning of the understanding of teleportation and quasi-projection. Aliens are traveling through the universe, the dimensions of space and the walls and fabrics of space and time. Like I love showing, this is the entire grid of all the dimensions in the universe, okay? Earth is here, tiny, and Zeta Reticuli star system is here. So they bend space and time by element 115, and then transforms itself into element 116, creates dark matter, antimatter clashes with matter, and they instantaneously teleport themselves. They just step across. There's no traveling to be done. They don't need to, pack a lunch or anything. They're not even disturbing the planets that they're traveling through. I kept imagining that. You could laugh all you want, imagining them traveling through space and time. And I'm like, how the hell are they dodging through all the planets and stuff? Didn't make any sense, did it? Thinking that they would travel through all those areas, right? So New Horizon traveling maybe is doing the same thing. Maybe satellites are teleporting themselves. Who knows? I know. Bruce is crazy exaggerating. I'm glad this disclosure is happening, but I've yet to see anything besides Bruce's videos. Thanks, Norma C. As sad as it sounds, Thanks, Anika, for being here. As sad as it sounds, it's true. We need a lot more proof than that. The big telescopes should be admitting everything to us, guys. They should be really telling us about, Hubble and James Webb telescope should be able to point onto the moon as it was going further away to L2, Lagrange or whatever, L1, L2. Very funny. All kinds of life have probably come to Earth. I believe that, Danny Flinker. Thanks, man. Therefore, it must also be alien, but I know my parents. Exactly. Do we know our parents, really? Yeah, the puss of humanity is being squeezed like a zit. The puss of humanity, yes. Well said, Dwayne White. Ready to burst forth. And it's going to, shit's going to hit the fan, guys. I'm telling you. Oh, I was going to laugh. I was going to say, Jules is going to take a 5-year-old nap time. All right, I'll try not to talk too loud, Jules. U.S. dollar, recall, beginning the 20th. I'm kidding. U.S. dollar, recall, beginning the 20th this month. A dollar is dying as we speak. Yes. And. I was go check my alert page to see the prices of silver. I'm expecting and waiting for a incredible jump. Now is the time to buy silver, y'all. Definitely. It's been stable there. Very surprising for over a year and a half. That freaking silver. Honestly, guys, it's manipulated. It is, stable. Deliberately making it stable. I heard of that. Tijuana. Absolutely. Along the coastline, going down under Los Angeles. Hear me out. I'm a Canadian trying to sound out. Tijuana, yes. And you're beside Ebanaska something, if I never get it right. But I was watching Idalia, headed towards Death Valley, a bit higher up from where you are, and or lower from where you are. But I've never learned so much about the American states and other countries and regions and territories around the world with everything happening. We have a tendency of learning about, Afghanistan, Italy, Japan, all the tremors and everything that's going on. It's like crazy. We live in a time of a good conquering evil wins. Dave, there's no two ways about it. I like your energy and I agree with you 100%. And listen, I know it's a fact. Good is going to win. Sure, there's going to be some deaths, but only the naive and the ones that will have been manipulated will pass on. But a lot of people are going to live. The grass was high. J'ai pas oublié mon pouce. À Québec, il fait chaud. Steve, Kenny, mais hein, dépasser les bornes. Merci beaucoup d'être ici, mon frère. Jackie McDonald. I'm a huge nature lover. So am I. You're going to like the grasshopper. I'll get it on both sides, too. I'll get it on this side eventually, most likely. Just want to get something up for my members, a little something special. As soon as disclosure is completed, world currency needed for off-planet trading. I am Kai. Let me get a glass of water here. It's coming. All that's coming. The space travel, the tourism, the new laws, the speed limits, the vehicles traveling in the sky here. For those that think that that's still science fiction, it's not. China has their first flying car. Everything's done. They're sending up suns now. And like Norma C says, yes, Norma C, they found up to 10, 12 objects on the outskirts of the solar system, inside of the solar system, a new planet on top of it. It's even defying all laws of physics. There's lots that they're not telling us. Be right back. Wow. Oh, it is hot, guys. Wow. It is so very, very hot It is very, 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 very hot. It's like in the desert here, guys. I'm telling you. It is going to be, it's the best shit show we're ever going to see. If you're talking about the same thing as me, the UFO secret to come out. Steve Skenny, merci encore. Thanks again. DR says, been so sick the last 4 days. Sorry about that, my friend. Wasn't able to eat much. Finally feeling good. Right on. Lost 10 pounds. We sort of like that anyways. I mean, I wouldn't suggest it, but hey, the advantage of being sick, lost 10 pounds the hard way. I should fast so the 10 pounds don't come back. What do you think? Drink my field of greens, my friend. Not only should you check out Jason John Swartz's channel, it's my brother's channel. Mondays and other days of the week, we talk about a whole bunch of stuff like fasting and keto, is Christian perspective on the truth about God too. But we have a whole bunch of people that get together to fast. DR, on April 12th, I started fasting 310 odd pounds. I'm down to below 214 pounds now. And in only 3 months, I lost 80 pounds, 75, 80 pounds. I'm not doing it forcefully. I'm able to go many days without eating. The fasting heals cancer. It heals sciatic nerve. It slows everything down. Maybe people, some of you have cancers where it's generalized, where, you know, you want to stick around and feel good for a whole extra 6 months or a year. Get ready. You might be around for 3 years. The fasting kills cancer. Literally, no matter what your cancer, it's always like you are choking at it all the time. Don't eat sugar. Stay away from the sugars. Heal yourself. Pat Kassar here lost weeks ago 36 pounds. His wife is doing the same thing, joining the weight loss plan that they're doing. They're compensating the sweet stuff that they're eating for other sweet things that are not bad sweets, right? Like, you know, low in sugar or whatever. It's, you know, carbohydrates. I cut the starches, I cut the potatoes, I cut the rice, I cut the pasta, and nothing is going to stop me to cheat if I wanted to go eat a big ass bowl of pasta, as long as I continue fasting afterwards. So yeah, you lost probably 5 pounds of water weight, DR, for sure. And you probably lost anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds of real weight, maybe a bit less, you know, not less than 2 pounds for sure. And if you fast, it's going to be the worst day for you of hunger pains, but you're going to literally lose a real 2 pounds of weight there. And the next day it's going to start getting easier. And then you eat something, and you can eat to your hunger. Like, you don't do like I did. At the beginning, I was eating squirrel meals. I was waiting 6 days and having a little squirrel meal. That helped me lose a lot of weight, but it was too much. First month, I lost 44 pounds, 40 pounds, I think the first month, but it wasn't enough for me. When I was 21, I lost, which was not good, 40, 50, maybe even 60 pounds the first month. I just lost everything in a month, but I was not doing it the right way. Meg Free, good morning to you. You're glowing, looking great. Hey, thank you so much for the encouragement, my friends, for encouraging me to continue with the weight loss. I feel great. I'm more active, less sweat for you. As you see me on screen. Surprisingly, you know, nothing wet under the arms. You see how white I am in the inside of my arms? Just the outsides are tanned. Yeah, it is a definite hot one. We had fun. I am going to do a video after this for you all. I'm not going to keep you all here on a hot day for yourselves either. Do you think the elites would rather destroy themselves and everyone else before they relinquish any type of power? Dark energy, I'm starting to get afraid of that. I mean, apparently some of the elites for real are Frankenstein, like, you know, crazy doctors, like mad scientist doctors. They really do. Some of them, I would say, dare I say it, some of them are suicidal, I believe. And some of them are really screwed up in the things that they want to do, like, you know, trying to ignite the atmosphere, you know. And it's so funny how they're trying to depop everything. And on the other side, they're forcing us to wear masks, got to be healthy, you know. And Sean Penn, if you are listening, you are a big dipshit. Sean Penn, Hollywood trash, and anyone that forces the unV'd, okay, to get V'd and says that we are the dangerous ones, You are full of shite. Honestly, Sean Penn, trash, absolute trash. Unfortunately, some people that are saying things, the actors that are going all out, speaking, Neil Young, little bit closer. Him too spoke out. Remember how we used to be so peace and love for the unity of the rights and freedom of freedom of speech for people in the 60s, free love, smoke lots of weed. And now today is get V'd, because if you're unV'd, you're a piece of shit. I don't even want to see you at my concerts. Did you know that? I felt so bad seeing some of the actors and actresses that I used to love hearing about and even encourage coming out and speaking and showing their true colors, because now the secret cult on the inside is coming out. Lots of frontal organizations. Like, you can't say Freemasons are Satanists because it's not true, but are there some Satanists that are into Freemasonry? Sure, there's inside cliques and groups. There's a group of the Masons, which are the Freemasons outside of the Mason Club, which the people at the club, red, blue, whatnot, are disappointed because people are into Freemasonry. But in reality, the Masonry part should only be to better oneself. That is their motto, right? To become a Mason, ask one, right? And a lot of people, you even here in my community, have family members in Rosicrucians, have family members that were in the Masons. I'm always careful with what I say. It's that when people say they're Jew Zionists, they're all a bunch of Jews. Okay, there could be some Jews. Everyone's going to be labeled. The elite that's doing the most trouble. If somebody sees the person and it just so happens he's white or black, they're going to say, "Oh, the whites! Look what the whites are doing," or "Oh, look what the blacks are doing." We like labeling people. An elite is elite no matter what color he or she is. And I think there is a fight on the inside where dark energy, what if the younger elites are trying to take over the mamas and the papas of the elites, right? Greta Thunberg, space advocate. When she manifests and protests, her fake protests and fake images, she automatically gets onto the news, and she got caught in her car, her electric car, of course, inside of her car, all bottled water, plastic containers and stuff of foods and submarines and shit that she was eating. And she's turning around telling people that they're pieces of shit because they're eating products with, that are being sealed in plastic envelopes. Like they say in the Bible, not to reference it, but you're either hot or cold. You can't be lukewarm. Hauser, thanks for doing so. Thanks, man, for being a member, and all of you, all the help that you guys give this channel. That's the stream, guys. Crazy Music Space Jam. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. This is Cleary Biological TAK. Yes, Anthony Williams. Right, you are, man. I agree with it. New World. Oh, Darla, that is a good one. New World Disorder. Yes, well said. Roland Crosby, awesome show, Bruce, from Escatapa, Mississippi, home of Three Doors Down. Hey, thank you very much. I should pull out one of their songs and do one of them on my music channel. Mississippi in the house. Always a pleasure to have my Mississippians here. I don't know if you guys call yourselves Mississippians, but obviously that would work. Dave's not here, man, bro. Just subscribe to Elias's channel. Thanks a lot for connecting, you guys. Elysium starting. Scary, Oliver Klein. We haven't had hardly any mosquitoes in my area. Same here, they are. Northern Illinois, lots of them, trails. Yes, northern Wisconsin has tons of mosquitoes and no chemtrails. You see, DR, that makes sense. Where they are spraying, probably less mosquitoes. We get some pretty bad nights where they spray here. It's actually pretty crazy. Little 0.3 milligrams of sodium. Oh, I can just feel the salt. No. I'd even stop drinking fizzy water. This is like spoiling myself with mineral water. 0 calories. Saw some dickhead at McDonald's wearing a mask last night. There he is starting. We're starting, Dwayne. One of the poor, miserable NPCs that work there. I love NPCs. I always like to be, what the hell is that NPC? The NPC videos on YouTube. Scary stuff. I would agree with that, Andy. And for some of you that are asking me if I'm going insane, yeah, I saw a legit, not movie, a clip of Biden where they zoomed up, the news media zoomed up, and you see his neck in the back with wrinkles. It's not really him. It's a mask. It's a mask. And you know what, guys? I know another little trick they do in cinematography. Just so happens, my friends in cinematography, they stretch that face more to leave it looser at the back when they're filming, so that the people at the front, when they bend or blink or smile or twitch, the skin will follow the real shape of the cheeks and the eyes, right? Notice that Biden, when he comes out, is not usually there for very, very long, couple of minutes, and then he's off, ushered off, runs off. Yeah, 2 years ago. He's still wearing one now. Yeah, the same thing happened to us here at the selections that a lot of people do not know. It's just as bad, if not worse, here in Canada, guys. Like, seriously, there was supposed to be a big ass leak. Do you remember before July 26th, a big ass leak? And they said that it involved Canada and the secrecy around Canada. Obviously, Canada is the middleman or right hand of the U.S. Everything the U.S. is doing, they're doing their research and shit here. They got ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles placed here. You could be sure it's like one country, one world disorder, like Darla said. Susan Ravella, hello to you. Susan and Rocky, thank you so much for everything. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for going to the music channel. Thanks for supporting me in the many ways that you all do. I really appreciate it. I do this full time, and the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks, I was taken off the air, and I had to, I guess, like I'm a radio talk show. It's off air. And I had to even, went to cut some grass and stuff. I'm never going to stop doing this. I'm always going to be around here. And when you all come by and support the channel by even simply viewing the channel or leaving a comment, it's supposed to help the algorithm. The subscribers are stumped and stopped. So if you have subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it very much. I'd appreciate it. No obligation to check out anyone's channel when I do mention a name, but Jason John Swartz. If you're interested in losing weight, like seriously, you can cheat, guys. I'm listen, St. Hubert's Pizza, not a problem. I can get invited to the restaurant. I will go and eat at the restaurant, and there's tricks of being able to eat bacon and everything. It's just that, think of it, you never do just eat bacon. You'll, lots of potatoes, maybe 4 toasts. Maybe some of you are big toast eaters in the morning. You just sit there with jam and just butter 8 to 10 toasts. I know a lot of you, if not most of you, do, and when you break that down, you can lose an incredible amount of weight. You don't even have to do extra exercise. It's just that the little bit of amount that you're gaining the weight, you'll start doing the opposite and losing weight. Why am I talking like Alex Jones here? No, sorry. That's right. There's no need, JJL, for nuclear power. There's absolutely no need. We have a clean nuclear fission, also in fusion, that we could be using. Absolutely. Free energy exists, but instead we're using direct energy weapons. So it's a big race. There's going to be the same thing. Hiroshima is going to happen all over again. As many deaths, it's not a lot more. They're saying the Ukraine war is more like 500,000 dead, by the way. They're hiding the numbers, as always. May well be that others think the information battle is strange, but I think I've learned a lot. Same, Danny Flinker. I don't really care who is the leader of the world. I don't want a life in politics or others below me in a hierarchy. Well said. And why do you think the elites, Danny Flinker, started with the Hells Angels many years ago? The brotherhoods amongst the M8s and then whatnot, all the chapters, all the branches and the affiliations with the Hells Angels and all the groups and the mafia now. They were all basically forced to shut down, especially here in Quebec years ago. Lots, Mum Boucher and lots were arrested because they don't want them getting strong. They are getting strong. Look at the elites getting strong. So in a way, you should be supporting them, because I bet you the Hells Angels were probably standing up against the elites, right? Some of them are elites, you're going to say. Real Hells Angels aren't the ones driving around on the bikes, my friends. They're the ones that are in the suits. Some people are health freaks. Some people don't drink, don't consume, don't take drugs. They're the ones that make the money. And those people were going head to head with the government. So the government forced and banned secret societies. That's why it's interesting when you think back of the Knights of Templar, the order, the Vatican's order, the order of the Vatican, every single order, whether, Scottish orders, no matter what the order, French orders, it's all made into secret brotherhoods and or sisterhoods. Some of them are accepted sisterhoods that are hidden because the governments don't allow people to gather together and to plan stuff. And we've seen that over, periods of hundreds of years repetitively. It is stinking hot here, guys. Jackie McDonald, honestly, guys, Jackie, it's only because of people like you that I get people here on the channel and the subscribers that come to the channel, whether it shows or not in the numbers. It's talking to other people to come to the channel, because it's not everybody that agrees with, what I'm filming on the moon. It's pretty controversial, but honestly, whether you're religious or not, spiritual or not, believe in UFOs or not, when you see the lights the way I show them, it's clear enough to know that it's really UAPs and or UFOs that are up there. So it's like, I'm blown away that it's not in the news, but it's still hidden. They haven't talked about the moon yet. We have many, many years, all of our lives, we're going to be witnessing many, many UFO disclosures, guys. I get so excited. I get overwhelmed. The first videos I made when I saw there was those UFO lights on the moon, I cried. I thought of my grandparents, the money they send to the churches. I think of my friends in all different religions that, depend on what priests, ancients, ministers, scribes way back in the days were telling people, the clergy, the Vatican. What are they telling people about the truth about God and about UFOs? It's not a subject that goes together, right? Pope Pius, a whistleblower, Pope Pius the 13th, guys, admitted that alien extraterrestrial beings and craft were real, because he saw them. He had information, and there was and still is, I believe, in the Vatican archives, if it wasn't taken out. We're talking about 50 miles of shelving in the Vatican archives underneath the Vatican. What is held there? People that have access there were not necessarily looking for UFO, UFO documentation. They were looking more for, I don't know what they were looking for, actually, in the Vatican archives. All the corrupt crap that's been going on must have been hidden, but not all of it was hidden. A lot of horrible things that happened to the people caused by the Vatican are in the Vatican archives. I just hope that they talked about it. Jackie, thanks again for subscribing to the channel. I hope you have seen Jackie and or are going to take the time to look at the UFO videos. You scroll back and the recent uploads. There's the playlists, all videos of 2023. That's what you want to go backwards. That's what you want to do. Go back to the videos of 2022. Some interesting, always new findings. And I always add the older research, which they're saying is 50,000 years old. Bruce's research is like a dinosaur. It's not. I started at the end of 2016 here, and we're only in 2023 here now. 8th year of research started. I'm really, really happy. And thanks to you all, the research continues. And wow, the extra, guys, thanks for coming to the streams also. I can't thank you enough. Actually opened this Google account because I wanted to comment on Bruce's channel. If it wasn't for Bruce, I wouldn't have a YT account. Dwayne, I believe that. So a lot of you, quite a few of you have told me that you come here on YouTube because you appreciate the channel, but that you don't actually never did like YouTube or even came on YouTube to have an account. As far as having an account, a lot of us come without having accounts just to look around. It really is DR good to think out of the box, and much respect to everyone thinking out of the box, you know. Dave, love the vids. Thank you guys. Before I get off here, we really do, Dwayne, have our own subculture. Absolutely. Homeschooling is our first defense. I agree. What do you guys think? Jules of Southern Oregon talks about homeschooling your children, the horrible things that they're bringing into the schools that your children have access to in the libraries. It's not a joke. I know a lot of you, if not most of you, depending on your ages, maybe, or what you believe in and where you look at your news, there's porn books being brought into the schools in the States, and in Canada, they're bringing male transsexual teachers that teach wood shopping classes with huge, ginormous plastic tits. I say it with tits so that it'll emphasize that feeling. You know how you felt when you just heard me say that, when you're wondering, is this true? Yes. And that person, fortunately is not there anymore. And unfortunately was just screwing around, because when he stopped, there's only two genders. When he stopped teaching at the Ontario school, I just saw an orb go by. What happens is he took his breasts off and went back to being a bearded man. So they're just paying people to disrupt. So that means, you know what I came to the understanding before I get off here? I said to myself, there is a racist other culture that came into the US, has to be racist. It'll be against white people. I'm just theorizing. This is my personal thoughts of what in theory could happen. I'm not saying it's what I believe. Relax, trolls. A culture that despises Christians or despises whites, or the way in the past the blacks were manipulated by whites in the States and stuff. But people are forgetting that blacks were enslaved in Africa by black African people, and it's my black brothers and sisters that have told me the truth, partly brought out the truth. Lots of black people are not like the ones that everyone's stereotypically saying that they all are racist, which is not true. Like the ones that say that all whites are racist. Lots of black and whites agree together and know the truth about slavery. Whites enslaved blacks, blacks enslaved whites, blacks enslaved blacks, whites enslaved whites. It's so stupid, right? Look at what China's doing, right? To the Uyghurs, right? Or we're going to pretend that that's not going on. Rose, I love you for it, and I thank you. So for those of you that are interested, Bruce is only interested in one thing. He's the Moon Man, because I got some really cool stuff. And don't forget, I'm lucky to have spiritual encounters and to have some weird stuff appear around me. Some of you really have to check out the infrared videos, guys, over the years that I've done. Recent, UFOs lifting up off of the surface. Those are all videos that changed my life when I saw that, stuff is really happening. You're not alone. Mine's been possessed. Royalty because of our 12 strands of DNA. Yes, my dear Ruth. Each strand has come from a different race. That's right. We all have some amazing abilities because we are mixed, right? Once all are switched on, game over. Exactly. And I hope it doesn't happen. Andy Payton. Again, thank you so much for being here, guys. It is hot. I might get off a little earlier to go start that video for you all. And L.A., thank you for being here. It's hot, hot, hot. Irish weather this week is off the charts hot. I'm going to see a lot. Hottest month the entire world has ever witnessed, has in history records. So that's going to be out there. Thanks a lot, LA. Oh, yes. Yeah, praying for peace, same. But war is what the powers that be want. Remember, when all stand up together, their game is over. They fear all of us united. Thank you so much for being everyone. I'm leaving that one up. It's very, very true. You guys, do you see what happened with Budweiser? whether you agree with it or not, did you see what happened? Every different religious person and culture and country spoke up before even trying to boycott Budweiser for their dumb ass move, putting Mulvaney on a freaking Budweiser can. And that caused a lot of controversy because as much as there was one can, people thought that they were going to sell cans with Mulvaney's ugly ass face with his wig and his tight ass skirt and lipstick on his face and makeup all over his face. Looks like a goon, right? The trans people have always existed. They've always been respected through the years. They know that. Like us, straight people don't parade ourselves with our couples naked in front of the kids in parades. We're not stupid. Trans people should be doing the same thing, should not be doing so. It's so easy, it's so easy, the common sense, how it should be. I'm telling you. And when everybody stood up, the boycott for Budweiser happened. It was boycotted. They had to bring their price of beer down. And then you had the idiotic on The View. Nothing less than that. I can't stand it. From Whoopi Goldberg to the other Bimbo Orangehead. I can't stand them. Bay something or Bayhart or whatever the hell her name is. Racist people, all with the agenda. Guys, get informed at what Obama did and her boyfriend, Big Mike, what he's about to do. Hillary Clinton, I did not sleep with Monica Lewinsky. Clinton, what they're still doing, how Obama refused at the Grove to accept immigrants from coming over. They're not even wearing masks. It's a bunch of bullshit. The elites are allowed doing what they want. Pelosi goes and gets her hair cut, right? Not wearing a mask. It's a real joke. What the hell's that behind me? That's the coolest ray I've ever seen. Coming right down towards me. This should be the icon for my video. How does it look? That's awesome. Hey guys, really appreciate you all coming by. You're all amazing. Metaphysical Mike, thank you. Rylig for being a member at the same time. Tat Kassar for becoming a member for 16 months, like Elias, Crazy Music Space Jam did a couple of days ago. Thanks so much. Be watching tomorrow. I'll be posting it in the community, Elias's Crazy Music Space Jam's link. Everybody, thank you so much for the ongoing amazing support to this channel. I'll be talking to you all very, very soon. That is the coolest ray coming in through through the closed window over there, but I don't see the ray here. That's funny. See you soon, everybody. I'm but a ray of light. You must believe me. I'm being watched over guided by a light. I just hope he's not coming to get me. All right, guys. Talk to you all very soon. I love you all very much. Thanks for checking out my music channel. Also, Bruce's music in the community. You can check it out, but it's not space related. It's only a hobby channel. Bye-bye for now. Thanks for the comments.